Good morning, everybody. We are in the field today. There's the tractor we're going to be in. This field, we're going to be harrowing today. It has already been root sliced, and I'll show you what that looks like. Root slicing is also called stumping or stalk pulling. So here's what it looks like. So the root and the stalk has just been pulled out, leaving us this to plant into. But with the harrow, it's just like a rake that we drag, and it's just going to be brushing off all the stalks, so it's all ready to plant. You know planting season must be getting close because I have the infamous lunchbox with me that holds all my goodies all tractor cab season long. Let's get this baby fired up. We are in the John Deere 8330 today. Oh yeah. I guess I have to turn the I guess I have to connect the battery cables first. 1 second. There we go. Here is what our tractor cab setup looks like for today. So we are going to be turning on our ag leader monitor because I'm going to be using auto steer. This is for the planter, so we don't need it. And I'm not even going to bother turning that monitor on. But here's what I'm looking at. Here's mission control. Phone holder here. That'll be an iPad holder eventually. Rate controller there. But then here's all my my hydraulic controls there. And my internal air heating, air conditioner, very important for your four-wheel drive, windshield wipers, all of those types of things. And then here's my implement behind me. It's a harrow, just a big rake. Very, very simple piece of farm equipment. It's only one hydraulic, and that's to fold it up and unfold it. That's it. No raising, no lowering, just dragging behind the tractor. Just going to click through a few screens here. There we go. And here is our auto steer line. So it looks like it's already set up from when Dad was out here. And so he's done all the end rows, all the circles, and he's done a few rows over or a few passes over there. Time to start harrowing. I can definitely tell that Dad was the last one in the tractor because my feet don't touch the ground when I'm sitting in the seat. So on the side of the armrest here, I'm just going to press this button in, let some of the air out of the seat so I can actually touch the ground. To start actually driving, what I'm going to do is throttle up a little bit just by turning this little dial. Okay, and then take this, take it out of park, start moving forward. Just like that. And then this red line here is what I'm going to want to be lined up with. So I'm just going to accelerate a little bit further and then start turning into the field. And then I can't turn too sharp because I don't want to accidentally hit myself. And did not turn it in the right spot. But I'm just going to click my auto steer button and then the tires will start turning, lining me up in the correct row that I'm supposed to be in. And I can start accelerating and start harrowing. Luckily, this doesn't have to be a super precise operation. So because I didn't start in the right row, it's really not that big of a deal because everything's gonna get raked eventually. And just speed up a little bit more. And I don't have to steer. The auto steer keeps the tires where they're supposed to be. Check that out. Looking good. Okay, so I started going and I just got off the phone with Dad because it's not working exactly right. And his theory was that it's a little humid outside, and so I think I might have to come back to this afternoon. The harrow, if you can see right here, stalks are just kind of piling up underneath. And you can see there and there, it's leaving kind of clumps. It's not distributing things evenly. It's just not working right. So I think I'm gonna have to come back to this. Okay, so I'm thinking I spoke a little too soon because I've decided to not give up yet. It's balling up a little bit, but not terrible. And I think I can fix the problem with speed and some fancy driving. So I'm not quitting yet. And it's also pretty breezy / windy outside. So it's only going to get drier and drier as the day goes on. And look at that. So I've upped my speed. Instead of going 8 miles an hour, like I was going like 8.3, I'm going 10.2 now. And that seems to be working much better. In addition to clearing off the top of the row, it's also kind of helping break up the corn stalks that we have left out here. Because the corn did super great here. There was no wind or hail damage. We had a great stand. So there's definitely a lot of field material left over from harvest. So this is just kind of helping crumble it up a little bit. Speed is the key, my friends. Popping out real quick to give you guys a before and an after. All right, here is before. Okay, remember that. Here is the during. And here is the after. I mean, are you kidding me? That is the perfect place to plant. Hey, alliteration. Perfect place to plant. I love it. Now that things have dried out a little bit, I'm just going back over the spots that had big clumps and re-harrowing them, just really distributing that out. Wow, look at that. Looking good. And this field is officially done. So I'm going to fold the harrow and then we will be moving on to the next field. Perfectly designed spike on each side of the tire. And I am just going to lock in these safety chains for my drive so these don't accidentally swing out while I'm driving. That would be bad. Somehow we lost the pin for this, and I don't know how it's held on all this time, but I think I better take it in the cab with me just so it also doesn't fall off during my drive.
Good morning. Have I got something exciting for you guys? We are running our brand new stumper. Now Laura calls it a root slicer, but we call it a stumper over here. So yeah, 16 row Orthman. Thing's brand spanking new. I just got done wearing the paint off of it, so super pumped about it. It's working awesome. I'll show you what it does. So it takes the corn stalks that look like this. They're sticking out of the ground. This is where the corn head came through, and make it look like this. A nice place for the planter to run down. So we still ridge our fields. If you're not familiar with that, we pretty much make little bumps out here for the planter to go down. So each row of corn we planted right on top, right where the old row used to be. So we need to get these stumps or root balls out, and that's what this machine does. These two discs back here pretty much rip it out of the ground. It goes this way and it just shoots it straight up in the air and lands. Something special about this bar, it has rollers on the front, and these help chop up the trash as we're going along. We're actually in dry land right now, so there's not as much trash here. As we go further that way where the pivot was going around, there will be more trash. So this is kind of like strip till, but just a smaller strip. It only actually rips up about, 2 inches of the top of the ridge. just where these, probably about from here to here. That's all it rips up. So this is minimal tillage, I guess. So it's still tilling, but just a little bit. I'm in the 8345R. It's been a while since I've had a good tractor cab day, so the sun's out. It's just a wonderful Nebraska day out here. You guys are probably all tired of shop days and me working on the planter. Well, here you go. Here's your first fieldwork day.
Turn my hazards off here and change of plans. I'm actually hopping out of the 83 and the harrow and moving over to the 8530 and the Orthman root slicer or stumper or stock puller, whatever you want to call it. Successfully made the switch over, brought all my stuff over here. Oh man, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn the battery switch off. I better go do that. There we go. So in the same field that I'm about to be root slicing, Dad is using our new anhydrous bar to apply some anhydrous ammonia fertilizer. This was corn last year or it was seed corn last year, but it's going to be commercial corn this year. So we're just putting a little bit of extra fertilizer on. I'm going to unfold here and start pulling some of the stalks out, and then I can come back and harrow over it. All right, I have officially started going. I've got my auto steer all lined up and working, and it's kind of dusty back there, but I'm root slicing. So it's the function that was done on the field that I just finished harrowing. So once I'm done with this, I'll go back through and harrow. But while I was pinning the wings, like making sure that the wings stay straight, like because the bar unfolds, I hit my head on a little marker and I can feel a bruise starting to form already. It really hurts. So that's my little update. Other than that, it's going really well. Running this is really exciting because this is a brand new piece of equipment. We just got this root slicer. Ooh. I gotta be careful because there's anhydrous tanks parked right next to me when I'm coming out of the field, so I really don't want to hit those. Anyways, this is a brand new root slicer, which makes it very exciting to use, and it's working perfectly. Okay, I'm turning around, setting my auto steer, so I hit the right line, and then I pull forward to make sure I'm really lined up straight, and then I back up, so I'm getting all of the stalks. Do a little back up, then put it in forward again, start accelerating, put my implement down, and speed up. I'm going a little over 8 miles an hour, and the bar isn't sitting as far down as it could go. My line is a little bit off here. I think when we made these rows, they're not quite straight. Either that or my auto steer line isn't quite straight. I might just have to drive this. We'll see. Easy, a little draw through the field. Okay, we're gonna try the auto steer again. There we go. Okay, so there's the before. See all the stock sanding? And then here's the after. Everybody wave hi to Dad. Hi, Dad. He might be filming a YouTube video about this, but even if he isn't, you should subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's called Lead Farms. I'll put it in the description. Also, my auto steer line, I'm pretty sure I just picked a faulty line because it's not lining up quite right. So just actually driving over here. Right next to each other. I think that's pretty cool. Looking good. So I guess today is 3 brand new machines because this anhydrous bar has never been used before. This is our brand new stumper, and Grant's in his new stumper too. This never happens. This is crazy. What a day. And that is it for root slicing for now. I'm caught up to Dad. Time to hop back in the harrow. Dad is on his last pass fertilizing, and I've already root sliced all the way over there, and I'm starting to harrow now, and I can harrow really fast. So I'm going to start the pivot moving so he can start fertilizing on that side of the pivot. I have officially harrowed everything that I have root sliced. So it is time to fold this bad boy up. I'm just going to do it by using this hydraulic, and the back chains lift up and they just kind of like fold in half. Slowly but surely. Then those arms pull the wings in. And it sits right like that on those little rests.